Mrecktv.
Yo, Mrecktv, Unsung Heroes. You already know my main man, Moeskieno, DJ Moeskieno, Superior. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. Your man, Sadat X.
Mic check. Y'all know what it is, man. Another Unsung Heroes show, man. I'll be the boy, DJ Moeskieno, my main man, Superior. And y'all know what it is, man. Sadat X.
Yes, sir.
Welcome, brother. We finally got you up here, Dot.
Yeah, I'm here, man. I've been running around today doing some shit, but I'm here.
Yeah, man. We appreciate you for tapping in with us, man. Welcome 2023 and all of that. I see you moving around, and you got this dope ass project, bro.
Yeah.
You know, we want to talk about the history. We want to get right into the source.
All right.
Of this this new project, man. How did this project come about? Because the new era now is a little different with the game.
Yeah.
So compared to the 90s and to what now, how did you get in the zone for this new project, Science of Life?
Well, I moved down here to Raleigh, man, and was going to a couple of events, and I ran on to this brother named Doughboy, from Cali, who be putting a lot of stuff together. He do stuff with TF Scanless and Jay Worthy and Rock Marcy, Knowledge the Pirate. And he was like, yo, man, I think you should do an album. And I was like, yeah, I'm definitely with it. So, he hooked me up with a bunch of producers, man, and I just took my time and just came up with something, an adult album, for people that's paying bills, paying mortgages, putting kids through school, anything you got to do like that, like real grown man thing. Like, you'll understand this if you have to pay bills.
Mm. Exactly.
Yeah. Nah, super. The album to me, it's super dope because me personally, I'm on that type of time where you at. So you got a lot of artists or rappers, MCs that grew up, but they still got gun talk. You know what I mean? And you specifically target the babies and the kids. Yeah. That's why I really respect the album for the most part of it. Yeah,
and I be telling people, man, all that gun talk, man, I mean, you see what it's getting you now, man. Dudes is dry snitching on themselves and, they starting to bring all this type of stuff into it. And plus, man, it became watered down because, see, when I was coming up, if you really was talking about guns and doing this and that, first of all, you wouldn't even want to put yourself on the radar like that. You understand? You ain't want no them alphabet people coming down on you and linking you into stuff like that. So you kept that under your hat, and then, like, as for myself, like somebody who really been into the penitentiary, like, all that gun talk is all fly, but it ain't nothing fly being locked up, man. Somebody telling you what to do for 24 hours, or you in a constant state of looking around for beef and like that. Like, when I was locked up, I seen dudes come in talking that shit and get manhandled, man. So that wasn't something, that was attractive to me. I wanted to make something for these babies, man, so they can navigate this world, man, and go past me. It's past me now. It's for my daughters and them now. It's past me.
Mm-hmm. No doubt.
Let me ask you something. Before, like when if what y'all just said, talking about them talking the gunplay and all of that. Mm-hmm. If you noticed before, when all the positive rap was out, like it was more positive rap out. A brand Nubian. It was Stetsasonic. It was when y'all was talking stuff like that. You notice they didn't want y'all talking that neither, and that's why they did what they did to try to eliminate that in the game.
Yeah, well, it's easier to control you when you're in the box. When everybody talking about the same thing. It's easier to monitor that and control that. When somebody is breaking against the norms, against the social constraints, then that becomes a problem. You understand? Now it's like, yeah, well, why are they talking about this, man? Everybody else is talking about killing each other and doing this and doing that, selling crack or whatever. And mind you, I mean, we had people around us that did that too. You understand? But, we that's not what we was choosing to promote,
Yeah.
So I had dudes around me, family members that was definitely as about as gangstery as if you want to get, but it would always be a point to like, yo, man, y'all just do what y'all do, man. And if y'all get a problem, then you can call us in there like that, man. Like that wasn't what we promoted, but these record companies, man, like I said, man, like nowadays, like you see what it is. Like now, you gotta have a song connected with a dance or something. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like for you to really to make a move like that or be talking like these young boys be talking and just jamming yourself now, dry snitching, everybody telling on each other. You know what I'm saying? So, you got a whole you got a whole system like that now. Now it's cool now.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard it, both of you. I don't know if y'all heard this one. I heard this. Allegedly, Flex said that he either asked people, he was thinking about start playing that guy's music that was Snitching.
Yeah, I saw that kid 6ix9ine.
6ix9ine.
Oh, 6ix9ine? Oh man.
Yeah, I can't believe that he even I feel DJs. I just feel that sometimes we shouldn't even get involved with that. If you're gonna play the music, just play it. But if you're not, don't even say that. Just stay away from it.
Exactly. If you're gonna play it, you play it. If not. But now, don't get into the politics of it now. You know what I mean? It's like everybody know what that boy was. He wasn't built like that from the beginning. You understand what I'm saying? And like what it was is dudes that was rolling with him. They just rolled with him a little too long. They knew when they should have known when it gets sticky. If he wasn't built like that from the beginning, why would he be standing up at the end? You understand what you expected him to do? Yeah, he was a product that was made. You understand? Mm-hmm. He wasn't no blood or nothing like that. He ran with some bloods. He ran with Shotty and all them dudes like that. And they probably got as much out of him as possible. Right. And maybe tried to roll the dice one more time and got burned on it. That's all. He got burned. He did what he was supposed to do. He snitched. He wasn't built no other way. And he'll tell you that, like, yo, he basically telling you, yo, nigga, I'm a snitch, B. Like, y'all knew I wasn't built like that. What you expect? You expect me to hold something down when y'all running around making videos with my chick and this and that? So, everybody got what they wanted out the deal. You know what I'm saying? But and you just you got burned. You understand? I mean, it is what it is. Word.
Damn. Have you ever witnessed anything like that in the 90s or 80s?
Nah, man. Like this was that new age. All from this computer. You understand? Yeah. That's just the ramifications of playing with these keys. Of me and you going back and forth right now on talking about when this and that and you punk and pussy ass nigga this and that. But then when we see each other, we don't even do nothing. Like we just that's a product of that. Like back in the day when I was coming up, anyway, if you had a direct beef like that, if somebody seen you might not even see it, you just wound up getting punched in the face. Bow! Oh shit. What happened? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then you just have to you have to stand your ground from there,
Right.
Some of them are putting too much on the computer, though.
Yeah, exactly. Too much.
That's getting both of them locked up.
Yeah, exactly, man. Dry snitching on yourself. I mean, like, I told dudes, like, anybody that's in the video still holding money and doing that's corny. Jump off a bridge. That's corny. It's not fly. I mean, it looks corny. You know what I mean? I mean, not put the money up. So then when somebody hit you upside the head, they run up on you with that hammer and be like, all right, now where that? You was fronting.
Right.
Where's the money at? I seen you was holding it up. Well, give me that money, brick, or how about I just gonna pop you and bust your nose open or something? So they're getting themselves extorted. A lot of more rap dudes have gotten extorted. Like, like before, rap dudes was respected a little more. Now, rap niggas is the come up. You can come up off a rapper. Oh, yeah, rapper, you fronting this, talking this and that. We're going to get a come up off him. We're going to, all right, where that then, rapper? Where's that, man? I want to see that, man. Give it up.
LA is becoming a home for that.
Oh, yeah. And LA was always like that. That's why I said, a lot of dudes didn't know. They never was out there. See, we was in LA at the height of when it was going down, and we learned the codes. You understand? So it was certain ways to move that we learned from the beginning. Now you just not gonna come out in LA in the middle of LA and floss and do this and whatever. It looked nice out in LA. They got palm trees, but Original
you
chopper
still gotta
boys, man,
check
they
in.
chop your ass down too,
Yes.
boy. I seen it. So you know that, and you know these young kids, they didn't know that. They was looking at these videos. You know, they was gonna see it in L.A. The way LA is set up, you could be in Hollywood or Beverly Hills, and you never have to go to South Central or Watts or these places because it was so far apart. Ain't like the city where if you in Brooklyn or if you, at some point you got to go through a hood in New York. You understand? See, now what it is these kids, they got computers in the hood too now, and them dudes is looking and they watching and they waiting for you to slip up. They waiting for you to put your address on it. Let me see something with an address. That's where we going. We're going to get that. See, now the hood is coming to them now. Now dudes is like, oh, word? That's where they at? Over in Beverly Hills or in this spot? Well, we can let's hop in the whip and take a ride up there now. Now it's coming back to roost.
Yeah. Nah, you're 100% right. So how did you manage when I know you told the story going to the jungles.
Oh yeah. I went to the jungle one night. I was messing with a chick. And you know, she told me she gave me the address and everything, and that shit was the jungle from the movie. I mean, I went out there and I must have caught a good night because there wasn't nobody outside, and I had to sneak all the way through all that middle piece. I got in there about, I'll say maybe about 2:00, and I was out by about 6, 7 in the morning, and I must have caught one of them nights when nobody was outside because in that next time in the daytime. When I did roll past it again, it was 1 million people outside. So I just was basically, I was thirsty for some box, and I was lucky. You understand? Because it could have been a totally reverse situation, and y'all might not be seeing me talking right now. Word.
Yeah, when they first took me out there to LA, man, they said, look, Mo, they drove by. It was a rainy day. You know what I mean? So nobody was outside. So it's like, yo, this is like snow to them. So he's like, look, Mo, don't come through here unless you got an army tank or you just you with somebody who's really somebody. Other than that, you liable not to ever come out here. Be seen.
When we first used to go to LA, I remember a couple of times we ride around with dudes, and we get to a certain point driving, and they be like, look, we can't go past this. We can go past here, but we don't want to go past here with y'all. Because we know if we go past this street right here and we get on that street down there, we going to run into some shit. And I can guarantee you it's going to pop. They be like, and being that we respect y'all so much and we like y'all music and we know y'all ain't from out here, we don't even want to put y'all into that situation. Don't think we pussy and don't want to go that way. We just know once we go that way, it's going to be fully ordered.
It's on and popping.
On and popping. It wasn't like this, like how, because I used to tell dudes, man, like in LA, man, that thing was generational, man. Like you got dudes, old dudes my age, that's getting smacked for shit they did 30 years ago. You understand? I know a couple of OGs my age that recently done got smacked for some shit from 30 years ago. Generational beefs. You understand? Like blood, crip, whatever. Like I know somebody who's 55 years old and got popped for something he did 32 years ago. But it lingered on. That's how serious it was. It wasn't like these Bloods and Crips, we in the same party and we partying. Nah. They shit was a little more serious than that.
Damn.
My man Mecca was telling me about the jungle. He said, man, someplace, he's like, you got to go through the jungle, but I don't recommend it.
Yeah, she was definitely serious, man. Definitely serious. Like LA looks sunny, it's palm trees, man, but you get into that interior, it gets sticky.
Yeah, it's different. It's another joint you see. You even spoken about that in your music too. Another joint you said was how can a man desecrate another man's grave?
Yeah. See, like stuff like that. Like I don't understand these young kids. Like, what would make you? That's why I said in the rhyme. You got to explain to me your thought process. What part of you thought would bring success? Like, what part of you thought in your mind, boom, oh, yo, this is a good idea. What we gonna do, we gonna go make a video on dude grave that got killed, and we gonna pee and throw all types of alcohol on his grave, and we gonna clown around, this and that. Well, when you get smacked, nobody at your funeral should be crying. Nobody should be like, yo, he was a good dude. No, he was a stupid dude. That was some nigga shit. Yeah. So you got smart shit, and then you got nigga shit. That was some nigga shit.
And you got a bunch of people around you that see this shit is crazy, and
Yeah,
they're allowing you to do it.
every now and then you see something on TV that we do, and it's unfortunately in your mind you go, that was some nigga shit. Like that was some, like, why would you desecrate somebody's grave? I know if I got a brother or something and you desecrate his grave, depending on how I'm feeling when I see you, I might knock your head off. You understand? Or if that was my father or my brother or my uncle and you did that, when I see you, you're gonna have to explain that. And it ain't gonna be no talking. See, that's it, all like that. I'm just gonna run up on you. I'm gonna do my homework. I'm gonna make sure I'm not gonna be sloppy with it. You understand? I'm gonna make sure where these cameras at. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. And when it happened to these kids and you see it and the family's crying, and yes, unfortunately, but yo, let's go to that was some stupid shit that he did.
Yeah.
Or it could be somebody who just black out and do it to him and his family.
Exactly. That's what I said. And that's another thing. When war come down, it come down, man.
Yeah,
like
you're not thinking.
Yeah, anybody's a casualty of war. When it come down, when them things fly, kings die. No question.
Yeah. And the crazy, it seemed to be a trend with the young people too, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's wild. But you do mention, like, you know, we going through phases right now, whatever this is, whatever this energy is, we going through a phase.
Yeah, that's all. That's all. And then eventually it will come back around, man. It was, you know, like with the advancement, like we had this era of killing this and that, but we didn't have the technology behind it. So ours was a little more downplayed. Theirs is live and on blast. You understand? They got the technology where you can see it and witness it firsthand. Right. You understand? So, you know, that's where we at with it now.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll come around after a while. You know, like I said, rap go through phases. It's still a burgeoning art, you know, in terms of other musical genres like Beethoven and Chopin. They got compositions that's 300-400 years old. Rap is still defining itself. So it's still finding a way and shaping itself somehow.
It's still feeding us too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good.
But I want to shout out I ain't gonna say no names, but I want to shout out there are some young guys out there that do get it, that are trying to follow. So all the young guys ain't doing it, but there's some young guys that never had nothing. So that's why, like Sadat said, doing the money phone and all this stupid shit they done seen probably 50 do, or this one do, or Mayweather do. They're trying to copy it. They never had nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
So
See, when you ain't never had nothing, you ain't used to getting it. So it takes you a period of looking at it, and hopefully some of these young kids will look at some of the actions they did, and maybe they can rectify it, and it won't be too bad of a repercussion, and be like, yo, I was bugging. It was stuff that I did when I was young that I look at now and be like, yo, I was bugging, and I'm glad I made it about that. You know, let me continue on with more of a level head.
Yeah, I tell every time I talk, because I was Brother Sadat, I was a youth director for YCAP in Yonkers.
Okay. I used to work at League and Watts up there.
Oh, word?
Word. I worked in the cottages at League and Watts. It was wild up there too.
Yo, Mo, Lincoln Watts, he's right.
Wow.
Yeah. Mo, they used to, not to go off subject, but those kids over there.
Yeah, that was
Gladiator. Sneak out at night. Go in the field and have sex and all.
Word, be smoking cigarettes and weed, and sometimes just bounce and go. Like a couple of kids, they just would just bounce and go home. You got to go try to find them. If they got to that train station, they was gone.
You're right.
Yeah. So that was like local gardens, huh?
Yeah.
Children Village too. Like
Children Village, definitely.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yo, you know one of my family members, Brother Sadat?
Who's that?
Rob.
Rob G?
Get a fresh cut from Rob.
Oh yeah, Rob, man. The original traveling barber. Rob, man. I known Rob for 35 plus years. Rob.
Yeah, he always talk highly about you, man. When
Rob.
We be in the house talking, he always talk highly about you. We got a party van now.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. Rob always been enterprising too. He always knew how to get a dollar. Always.
I learned a lot from him. I told him I was going to shout him on the show when I had you on there. But some of the young guys, like I said, they are some that get it and they're trying. But a lot of us got to understand. A lot of these guys are raising themselves.
Yeah, definitely.
I was one that raised myself. I didn't have a father.
That's why I don't get too down on them. My thing is, I just wish, hopefully, I wish that they'll realize some of the errors of their ways before it's too late. Because ultimately, I tell the young boys, listen, I could tell you what it is, but you're going to do what you do.
Yeah.
You understand? You're going to do what you do. I did what I did. You're going to do what you do. Just hopefully know that now it's a little more technology. So some of the stuff that I did, that my generation did, we was able to get away with it a little bit.
It was off the radar.
Now, everything you do is under the radar. It's going to be live and direct. Exactly. And young man, like you don't want to throw your life away in your 20s. You don't want to do that. You don't want to put that behind you. Understand?
Yeah. And ABC people sit and watch stuff pile on you.
Yeah, they watch, they wait, they got video surveillance and video tactical teams. Now they didn't have all that now, so now they just gather all that stuff, and when they come to you, they just gonna open up that file and they're gonna hit you. They're gonna ask you what you want to do, and they're gonna be like, listen, now this is what we got. Now what you want to do? We'll show you a little bit of it. We ain't gonna show you all, but remember this? Remember this? And you look at them pictures. I done seen them run up on dudes, and the dudes like, oh shit. Like, yeah, so think how you want to go about this. Remember, we got an 85 to 90% conviction rate, so we can proceed how you want to do it.
And that's where the snitching comes in play.
Yeah, definitely.
Because they give you something and they say, well, we're gonna give you this, or we throwing away the key over here.
Yeah, they when I got arrested, they're gonna tell you when I got arrested, they tell you straight up, yo, what you got for us? What you can tell us? I told them when they asked me, I said, well, listen, man, take me downtown, man. Take me to the bookings. Let me get on the clock, man. I don't got nothing to tell y'all. Me and y'all, we ain't got to do this. You understand? I know what it is already. Let me get on the clock, man. Let me make my phone call. Get on the clock. If I can't make my phone call, let me get me somewhere out of this booking where I can get to a house or a cell or something, and let me get out of this booking piece with all these dudes in here telling war stories, whatever. I ain't got nothing to tell you. Word.
So with that being said, you being an MC, how you are, and having a great name, how did that carry in the cell in penitentiary?
Oh, well, see, you know what? When I was on the island, man, like I knew a lot of dudes. I got into a couple of scraps though, because see, when you come in there, I tell dudes like when you come in there, you gonna get tested, and you might as well get it over with right from the rip. You understand? Because all the time you don't get tested is what it's building up. But you know, when I got to the island, when I got my house already, the first day I got there, they was like, yo, you got a package here. Murphy? I was like, yeah. I was like, who gave me a package? Who know I'm here? He was like, somebody named the guards sent you a package. So when I got there, the guards had already, I guess they heard that I was coming. Like somehow they heard that I was coming. So they sent me a package, this and that. Plus I knew a lot of dudes. Plus just the way that I move and I carry myself. Fortunately, you know, it was good where I got a lot of love. I ain't getting into too much shit, but like put it like this: when I got there, a week after I got there, you couldn't smoke on the island no more. So imagine the cigarettes stopped now. So now you in there, dudes can't smoke cigarettes no more. They got to sneak them. So you can, and it was in the summer was coming up. So you can imagine the feeling of what that was. If dudes was already aggravated, we can't smoke cigarettes no more.
Right.
This and that. Like it'd be days when somebody be laughing. You know, you might be laughing with some dude, and somebody feel like come up on you. But yo, what the fuck is so funny with y'all niggas? What y'all laughing at? Yeah. Y'all always be laughing, man. Like I see you all the time. He. Well, what's so funny, nigga? Tell me, man, so I can laugh too. You get into situations, simple things. Yo, who moved my chair? The chair might be moved an inch. Yo. Somebody move my chair. Who moved my cup, yo? I left my cup there for a certain reason. Or somebody might wake up one day and be like, yo, don't touch the TV. The first person that touched the TV, I'm going to break your jaw. This is what we doing today. And it be them days, and you got to be like, okay, we got to navigate today. Yeah. It's one of them type of days.
Yeah.
Sometimes those cigarettes cool you out.
Yeah, that's what it was. Like, you know, I didn't smoke cigarettes before I went to the island. When I came out, I was smoking cigarettes. I stopped now, but you know that was one of the calming factors, man. It wasn't too much in there to do, man. Like the library was down. It wasn't no more classes. You couldn't take no more classes. So basically, your day consists of getting through the day, making it through the day to the next day. Because when I was in there, it was a fight every single day, maybe 2 or 3, but it was a jump off every day, depending on the magnitude of it. you know. But it was something that got funky every day. I was on the island when they jerked off on the woman CO. So you can imagine that brought out them boys, them turtles, and they came and tore that house. They tore everything moving up on the 6th building.
They attacked. What happened? They attacked her.
The CO, she fell asleep. Like she was sitting in the front, she fell asleep, and niggas gunned her. They masturbated all over. Yeah. But in doing that, you know, she rang that button, and once them dudes come and they got to put on all that stuff to come. They can't fuck you up. They ain't putting all that on just to take it back off. Now anything is settled. What you looking at? All it got to be is this dude looking up. What? What you looking at? Get against the wall. Turn around. Say anything like that, you getting broke down. They're gonna break you down because they done put on all this shit. Yeah. They're like, we gonna get somebody. Word.
Was that the time? Did they take weights out of there then?
Yeah, they took all the weights out. Yeah. Like they took all. They just had like one big, like they had the big weights, like all the barbells they took out, and and the weight we had. It was like. They drilled it on the thing, so you couldn't really take them on and off. Like it was just a set weight thing.
Okay. Yeah.
So the 90 days joint.
Yeah.
That right there is a classic. I feel like me personally, I feel like more people need to hear that.
Word, like, and you one of the only people I know that got that joint. I had totally forgot about that joint. Word, like I had wrote that. And I had broke down 90 days like on it, like what I would be doing till I went home. And I started writing it at 90 days. So I remember, and I didn't do no other rhyming up until that point because dudes was asking me like, yo, I don't like when dudes be like, yo, I wrote a whole album in jail. I'd be like, on what? On seeing these dudes all day, eating jail food, getting yelled at, thinking you going to the yard and can't go. Like, I don't know where dudes found the inspiration because I didn't see it. And I definitely didn't want to come home with a whole album worth of jail rhymes either. So I said, you know, I'm going to do these. When I get to 90 days, then I'm going to start writing when I know I'm going home.
Yeah, that joint hard, man. I swear, I feel like more people need to hear it, man.
Yeah, that was pretty dope.
Yeah, hell yeah. So the transition from New York to North Carolina, of course, the frequency is different. You know what I mean? You see what we got to play in the clubs, you know, to get the people right. How did you navigate that? Or how do you feel about that, being out here?
Well, you know, I was always coming down here because my mother's from North Carolina. She's from Tarboro. So I always been, throughout the years, been coming back and forth. So, you know, basically it was cool. Like now, as far as me, when I had to really come down here, because before I was coming, staying a week or two, and I knew I was going back up top. It's a little bit different when you actually gotta live down here and move around down here. Like it's not gonna be sometimes as electric as being in the city. You know what I'm saying? As in the city, shoot. Depending on the Friday or Saturday night, you might go to 3-4 spots in one night, and they all jumping. You understand? Down here, you know, you have to get used to a lot of certain things. You know, you have to get used to the movement of the dudes. You know, like I used to tell dudes, like, and I used to always be a thing like, you don't come down here with that New York shit, man, because that shit ain't gonna play out down here like you think it's gonna play out. Like, first of all, like these boys, they play with them hammers. You understand? They can go out in the woods and shoot and get practice. I'd be like, it ain't like New York. In New York, when you see shootouts up top in the north, 9 times out of 10, it'd be somebody that's way over here that got shot that ain't have shit to do with what was going on. For the simple fact of New York up top dudes, they don't get no gun practice. They pull it out and start firing. Down here, 9 times out of 10, if dudes pull out and you hear a bunch of gunshots, bang, 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 at the end of that, somebody gonna be fell flat. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody gonna fall. You might could do in New York and dudes let off 50 shots and nobody get hit, or somebody way down the block got hit that ain't had nothing to do with it, that was going to the ice cream truck.
Word. You ain't lying, because they born and bred with it from birth. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of females I done came across, they got shotguns behind each door in their house.
Yeah, and dudes down here tend to be a little bit more possessive of their girls. You know, up top dudes like to come and mango and go through the party. Hey, baby, yo, what you talking to my girl for? Son, I ain't mean it like that. I just said, hey, you know, like I'm mingling, I'm moving around.
And some of them women love New York guys.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And see, what it was is, too, it's from back in them days, like I'm talking far as like on the hustling side, like 83, 84, 85, 86. Basically, a lot of up top dudes came down to these southern cities and showed dudes how to set up, how to chef up, how to do certain things, and and in doing that, New York up top dudes, New York dudes always was boastful. Oh, y'all niggas down here don't what? Oh man, yo, check this out, man. Y'all niggas, man, yo, listen, y'all don't know nothing about this. The girls always like the slang and this and that. Yeah. Dudes like, I'm gonna knock off everything in this city. And after a while, man, dudes got tired of that, man. You know what I'm saying? I remember one of the first places that sent dudes from New York back up top had to be DC. Once them dudes from DC, them dudes, they was a little bit differently. Them dudes from DC, they was built a little differently. Because I did a lot of time in the district, and them boys, after a while, they was like, y'all can go on back. And then it trickled down Virginia. Virginia was a Commonwealth state, so you start losing a lot of dudes to them football numbers, and a lot of dudes got planted down here. I remember Raleigh, that Round Hotel downtown, that was the newest thing in Raleigh. Like a lot of these places, like where I'm at now and going out towards Nightdale, that was woods. Yeah. You understand? That was woods. It wasn't built up like that yet. So as it grew and it got built up, and then, like I said, the computer and people start seeing how it goes, man, it got tough everywhere. Everywhere is tough.
Yeah, it's crazy. So you think it's gonna eventually be like Atlanta soon, or a couple of years maybe?
Well, I see this area, man. It's definitely it's booming, man. It's a lot of money coming down. Like what it is like it got to come to Raleigh. Like Charlotte a pop. You understand? Charlotte a pop. Like Raleigh, occasionally Greensboro, occasionally. Like as more people come, the triangle start building up. More people come in. More employment opportunities come. It's building up, man. It's definitely, to me, a nice, calmer place to live. When I was living in Flatbush, so it's a little more calmer. Yeah. Good place to raise a family. Now, as far as black people, man, like I think they need to open up a little more, places where brothers can go, because Raleigh, if you white and you got a family. Oh, there's a million spots for you downtown to go. Like you can go downtown and have a good time. Black people, we got to pick and choose our certain spots.
Mm-hmm. Okay, right, man. I mean, since we on the North Carolina vibe, man, it's I want to see you and Knife Wonder do something, bro.
Oh yeah, well, like I said, man, like I always been connected with Knife. Like every Christmas, people don't know. Every Christmas day, I go to Knife Wonder house and get a pie from his wife and mother. That's been like our little annual tradition that really nobody knows about but me and Knife. You know what I'm saying? So we've been carrying this on for years. We've done little joints on and off, but pretty soon we're gonna connect with a project. Definitely.
Yeah, I need to hear that, man. Like and even Rhapsody, man, on a joint with you.
Rhapsody is nice. They got this kid Knowledge the Pirate, who's extra nice down here. So it's people down here. My man, the Splash Brothers and them up in Greensboro area, they got some stuff, man. Like it's Crisis, Shame Gang that's in Raleigh. Like man, it's here, man. They just got to bring it on out. It's here.
Yeah, my boy Wednesday out there in Greensboro, he got a couple of artists, unsung artists that he works with. Yeah, definitely. I wanted to ask one question, man. Mm-hmm. I don't know. See, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's whatever, but the fans want to know sometime. Are we ever going to get a reunion Brand Nubian album? Am I able to ask that?
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know, man. If it happens, I'm ready. I'm willing. I'm willing, and I'm able to do it. It just got to be done under the right circumstances. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Got to be done under the right circumstances, but I'm always open to it.
All right. I meant to ask Pooba that because I did a show, Brother Sadat, last year. I did a show up at in Yonkers.
Okay.
I did a show where I rented him to come out for a show for me because I'm a promoter also.
Okay.
And I don't know if you know history on me. I used to DJ for DMX.
All right, that's what's up.
I'm a promoter also, but I did a show at the Ukrainian Center, and I had him come out for me. Him and Boogie Black, I think.
Yeah, I know Boogie. I know Boogie Black. Yeah,
that's my dude, Boogie Black.
Mm-hmm.
So it was funny that I had Pooba come out, and then they surprised him, and Lord Jamal showed up.
All right.
And I didn't know Lord Jamal was coming. I didn't even know.
Mm-hmm.
Until I went to the back and I seen him right there, and I think Pooba didn't know neither. And he was like, "Oh, like I planned it, but I didn't plan it."
All right, no doubt.
So then I was like, you know, they were doing the songs, and I was like, "Damn, we needed Sadat here too. If we gonna do this,
we still do shows. We still do shows, but for me to come up top to do a show, it got to be beneficial. You understand? Like, you know, like it don't make sense for me to come up top and do a show, and then you know I got the money that I spend doing that as far as travel. You know, like I said, like it got to be, the promoters got to be right, and you know when it's right, I will come out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so we gonna talk. I'm gonna see if I can make that happen.
Yeah,
no question.
But Sue, isn't that I think that was one of the first shows they did together since they haven't rocked in a while.
Yeah,
who's that?
Yeah, we had put together.
Lord Jamal and
Nah, but see, like people don't know we've been doing shows. Like we always do shows.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
we got a show two shows in coming up in Mapleton, Georgia, and Atlanta coming up soon. So like we do joints. Like sometimes it'd be all of us, sometimes it'd be just me Pooh-Bah, sometimes I just do my shows. You know what I'm saying? So we never stopped. It's just a lot of people ain't seen it, but we never stopped.
Okay. And if people want, I was told to ask this too. If somebody wants to do, like, it's a good song, if somebody wants to do features, you still down to do features?
Oh yeah, definitely. All the time.
Okay, cool.
Hey, yo, that's the feature king.
Yeah, I do 2 or 3 a week all the time.
I tell most people to follow you on the gram, Doc.
Yeah, that's all. Just follow me on the gram. They find me, I do them.
Yeah, because a lot of people really not. Well, it's people that are, but it's some people that I know. They're like, "Yo, follow Doc, man."
And see, the thing is, my page is like at one point I was up to like 180,000 people. Yeah. Then I did something and they zapped me, and then I got back up again and they zapped me again. Yeah. So on this page, I've been really kind of restraining myself because somehow they got me on that algorithm, man. Where if I go too sideways, my page gets zapped.
That's why I don't really mess with it too much. People get on me about it, and I was like, look, I give you my number, just call me, man.
Yeah,
because they control us doing that. I was telling somebody, I was like, you giving them control. You're giving them
like
control, and we give them
nuts, like they give you that big chief dose, man, to keep you in line.
Especially when we give them our music and they put it up where they feel like it, and then we our mind, they got us messed up, brothers. I was just talking to you about this, Mo, how they make us give them our music, and then we sit around and talk about likes.
Yeah, exactly.
Like when I hear kids talking about, yo, I got 20 million likes. I'm like, they ain't do nothing for you.
Or then when I be on Instagram and it be somebody that hit me and be like, yo, if you want to spend this money, you can get some likes. I'm like, come on, man, what type of lame shit is that? Like, what real man is gonna pay? Like, if I know you as a man and you tell me that you paid $300 for like 1,000 likes, I'm gonna tell you to jump off a bridge. Remember, like, yo, don't ever say nothing to me again, yo.
But that type of content that you do with that be the shit that we want. Like, yeah.
And then that gets me kicked off. When I say that, they be like,
yeah, as soon as you say that.
But
if it's a woman on there naked showing her butt and all that type of stuff, it's cool.
Because with me, I get one of them things that come and they be like, yo, you nearing the zone. They give me a warning like, yo, you nearing the zone, brother. Say one more thing and you already know how we do you.
Like I tell Sue all the time, I said, but this is where the people at. They on Instagram and they on TikTok. As much as we hate to mess with it, I ain't want to mess with it for the longest. And I said, yo, stop messing around. I said, yo, this TikTok thing is moving. And it do move. You get people from all over the world. That's really
I'm gonna have to check that out, man.
I wasn't saying I didn't want to be on it, Mo. What I was trying to say
I'm saying us in general, because we older. We ain't no young. You know what I mean?
But what I was trying to say is I don't mind tapping into it. Yeah. But I want to still stay grounded how I do stuff, because the day they turn this shit off, you're gonna be lost.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now look, we got this shit embedded in this. We ain't gonna never lose what we got.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know there's some people that's so stuck in it that if it turned off, they be lost.
Oh man, I know people that like have had something happen with their page that have went into a serious panic.
Damn.
You know, like have really like like I can't go to work today, or I gotta find somebody to fix this, or this guy said for $1,300 he can get my page back. I'm like, what?
Damn.
I'm like, yeah, whatever, man.
That shit messes people up, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
People
look,
get mad when they say I put up something and you didn't like it.
Yeah,
Why
they
I
do
gotta like it, nigga? Why I gotta like it for?
Yeah,
and it'd be wild because sometimes I'll put up a post about something, and then people start commenting, and then people that I like don't even know be fighting with each other over my post. Like I'll be like, damn, y'all, like y'all getting ready to get at each other for some shit that I said. I'm like, yo, y'all serious, yo? I'm like, B.
Or look, you on Facebook, and then you don't follow them on the gram or somewhere else. Like, yo,
they take it seriously, man. I'm like, come on, man.
That's a whole nother rap.
Yep. Like my brother, my cousin, and them, they don't even do it. But like they dudes in the street, so they wouldn't want to do it anyway. But I tell them the basic reason I do it is it's basically for business. You know what I'm saying? If there was a way that I could reach these people without doing that, I would do it. You know, but business wise, I mean, now it's a need now. A lot of times it's a need. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I have to. Oh, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Yeah. Not to get off topic real quick, but I'm saying he said, do we do features? Got a feature with Conway too, bro.
Oh yeah, my man Conway, and we did that a while ago in Buffalo. It was cold as fuck up there too, in Buffalo, in the hood, and everything they was talking about on the records was going on. I seen it verbatim. I seen with my own eyes, not word of mouth. I seen it, and you know, and I think this was after he had recently been healed up from getting shot. Like that was at that time. Like he was like healed up. Like yo, like this is what I'm gonna try because you see what these dudes tried to do to me. Mm-hmm.
Wow. You held on to that for a minute then.
Yeah. Somebody sent that to me. Like I didn't even know it was no footage of that. Somebody sent that to me.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So you got features with Biggie. Who else? Jay? You got features with Jay too?
Jay, like with everybody damn near, man. Like a lot of people, I've been blessed to do it, man. That's why, you know, it's been fortunate.
Damn.
Yeah.
Jay, shit. What about Pop?
Nah, I didn't do nothing with Pac, but I was cool with Pac, though. You know what I'm saying? Like when we see Pac was cool. Like we ain't no problems with Pac, but we just never got around to being in the lab. Now, me and him was at Diamond's crib going through beats before, but it just didn't pop off yet.
Man, he never mentioned your name anyway. You know?
Yeah, like he ain't no. And that was with Pac. Pac, he would tell you, I ain't got no problem with everybody in New York, just these people. You know, and I it was unfortunate. You know, we used to be like, damn, be like, well, I hope y'all could work it out. You know, so that's where we was on that side.
So you don't got no wild Pac story, nothing crazy.
Nah, no really wild Pac story. I remember just that we were supposed to do one of them shows, not Soul Train, but in one show, and he got into something, and you know, because they had all the acts there to tape, because you know all them shows they used to do in L.A., Soul Train, Party Machine, all them shows would be taped like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, and they would just do everybody. Like they might have Brand Nubian, Tupac, NWA, Ice Cube, and everybody do they shit by 7, 8, 9 in the morning, and the people be dancing, and it look like it's the afternoon, and they be hyped up dancing. It be 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, but that's how they used to tape them. Mm-hmm.
Damn. Speaking of all these legends, man, what about Big L?
Oh yeah, L, definitely L. We were supposed to do something. We did do something at Diamond crib, and L didn't like what he wrote, and he told Diamond to delete it. He was gonna go home back to the city and write, because Diamond was in Jersey then. He was gonna go back to the city and write something else, and we never got a chance to get back out there, because we went to Jersey to Diamond's crib because I picked him up and we drove and I drove out there where we drove together.
Man, you got a lot of history, man.
Yeah, a lot of dudes. That's what I said, man. I've been fortunate and blessed.
We got to get we have to get a Brand Nubian documentary.
Yeah.
To do that.
Mm-hmm. You got to get that in the works, no question.
Yeah,
y'all don't talk about that or like build on that.
Yeah, like we did an Unsung episode. They got the Unsung around here somewhere. Like we did an Unsung and it came on, but you know, we got to do another documentary, probably something that we orchestrate. See, on the Unsung, I think that was TV One or whatever, they did it, but we have to do our own joint.
Okay. Just to let you know, if y'all need like video stuff, I can help out. I did I had did something, Brother Sadat, called Straight Out of Yonkers.
Okay.
It's a documentary that I did, and I put it in the movie theaters. Got Mary in it, X, Locks, and all of them.
I remember Yonkers. I remember we used to go out to Yonkers, the Brown Eyes.
Yeah,
Brown
I
Eyes
was one of the DJs in Brown
Mary
Eyes.
used to be in there, and her
212.
sister was wild to Mary's sister.
Yeah.
And that shit, the
Arthur.
Locks. When they was the Warlocks, and I remember some of my boys out in Yonkers, Epi and all them dudes, they was getting a little money.
I'm sure,
I know YO, no question. When they used to have what was the spot out there? The skate ring, Wheels, was it?
Yeah, we had Wheels.
Word,
on
Wheels,
on Yonkers
Wheels too. Yeah. I remember at one point Yonkers and Mount Vernon was having a serious go back and forth.
See, I was good, brother Sadat. I'll tell you why. I have family on both sides.
Okay, yeah.
So I was good. So when 2-5 came around terrorizing everybody,
yeah.
He saw me, he like Super's family. Like I stayed out of that. But he's right. Yonkers and Mount Vernon, we could not.
Yeah, they couldn't work it out at one point. They couldn't work it out.
So Mo, the fair used to come. That was our grounds that we used to meet at.
Yeah,
go down, man.
Yeah, definitely. That Yonkers, I remember a couple of times Yonkers Wasteway, you got some bonkers out there.
Yeah, that's where the fair was at.
Yep.
Wasteway.
I think they got that in every hood because
everywhere got a class spot, no question.
Right. Yeah, like we got up the hill and down the hill, like we see.
New Rochelle, when I was in New Rochelle and Mount Vernon never really got.
They don't rock.
That was a serious beef.
Now, I didn't even know that till my cousin K Shaw, DJ K Shaw, used to DJ for the Young Guns. He told me, he said, "Man, we don't get along with them." I was like,
and it's crazy because a lot of the Young Guns, they lived in New Rochelle. They moved to Mount Vernon because the building burnt down in New Rochelle, and they moved.
That's why I told y'all that story, Mo. I told you that time when LL came to some cookout out there, and Young Guns was trying to rob him and shit, allegedly, and L took his chain off and threw it at him. Like,
I had to get this. Big Bone. I remember L, L, definitely. He used to be in the Vernon and Yonkers. I remember, definitely.
Yeah, Kane too.
Kane, definitely.
Kane used to be at office chilling. Damn. So that you know, brother.
Yeah,
that move around, man.
Definitely moved around.
What's going on with Low Life, man? Why they didn't give you a deal like like Grand Pooba had?
Well, we trying to get with Ralph because I guess. Dudes, see, we stole the polo stuff, so I guess that was a little bit differently handled and stuff. But shit, man, like if anybody they coming around now. You see, they messing with Thurston a little bit, racking them, man. So they Ralph Lauren is coming around a little bit. They put us in the book, they throw some clothes here and there. So hopefully the dudes will work it out, man. Get some type of movie thing out of it, or just something to be recognized. That's all.
Yeah, they definitely should give you a deal with that. You know what I mean? 'Cause you rep them hard.
No question. All my people, good peoples.
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask both of y'all a question. There's something trending. This is. I'm not justifying nothing that he did in the past. I'm talking about what they tried to do to him, the R. Kelly situation. You heard that stuff got dropped in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They found out that there was a lot of people a part of this trying to keep this man, like, mess him up, like, real bad. Mm-hmm. There was lawyers with this and judges and everything.
Yeah, well, I mean, it just was a terrible situation. The whole way around, because I do know dudes in Chicago and they'd be like, yo, R was definitely known to be around the young girls. You know what I'm saying? These is verified, clarified dudes. Yeah. That's what they was telling me. And I don't know it myself, but this is what they was telling me, man. But they was like, he wasn't the only one, like he just, he was the one to get. He was the one to go get. You
don't file a RICO against one man.
Yeah, that's
one man supposed to do a RICO.
That just go to show the high and mighty, like, yo, to certain elements of society and to the music business, you still a nigga. And I don't care how much money you got or what you doing. If you step on our toes and we can get you, we gonna get you.
They build you up to tear you down anyway.
Yeah, like it's always been. So, it is what it is.
Because of Rico, you supposed to take down a bunch of people.
Yeah.
How Rico take down one person?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, shit. I feel like the parents that had their kids in that situation, whoever got paid out of that, everybody.
Yeah. That was a whole situation too. Like if you knew what was going, and especially if you heard rumors about it, why would you still
your kid,
put your child in that situation? Because some of them people, it was like, well, damn, man, you knew what it was like, and you still chose to do what you do. So, then if you was over 21 and involved with it, hey, that you was of legal age then too, like the age of consent. So. I don't know, man. Like I hate to speculate on them. I know that a lot of people was at my job. They didn't really understand, especially a lot of more of the whiter people. They was like, R. Kelly. This and I tell them, I said, regardless of what R did, R still plays at the cookout in the summertime.
Oh yeah,
they still throw R on, man. Like, yo,
he played last week when I did a show.
It is what it is.
They want to hear it. The women are the one who asked for the record.
Yeah. And they was like, yo, if R did the verses, I said, if R did the verses, it's gonna be hard for somebody to go up against R in the verses. Like, I don't know who you gonna get.
Better dig up Michael Jackson or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Something like that. Like right now, they was like R versus Keith Sweat. I was like, Keith got a lot of joints, but he ain't got joints like the R got, man. Like it'll be a hard road.
They said Usher versus him. I was like, I like Usher.
Yeah, Usher got joints too, but it's still the R, man.
Listen, man, ain't nobody mess with the R. I seen the R and LL in concert together. I said, man, this is crazy, bro.
Yeah, and see, R had got on the good side of white people. That's what really, like, they was hurt when he did that. When he did, I believe I can fly. Like, he was on that side. Like white people was loving the R. And then when he did that, they was like, oh my God, we gotta go get him. Like they didn't even want to go get him, but they had to. They was like, we gotta get you. We got you.
The funny thing is they didn't stop no DJs. Like they tried to do some ban his music. That didn't work.
Yeah, that ain't
bro.
Because he wrote for 80% of the damn music industry.
Exactly. That's why I was like, like R heard a lot of people, man. He heard a lot of people. He was on the corporate side. Like he was one of the few that was on that side. Like R was Super Bowl material. You know what I'm saying? Like R was the R.
Let me ask you something. When y'all first signed, y'all was young when y'all first signed those contracts, right? Mm-hmm. So did y'all have somebody like important like that y'all went to let them go over your contracts to make sure everything was decent? And
hell no, man. We got that money, and I ain't even gonna lie, man. With that money, I got me a pair of Timberlands, and I think I got 2 fronts, and I gave the rest of my cousin to go get some coke, and we did what we was doing. That was my advance. We ain't have nobody to look over nothing. I didn't.
So if that tells you, Mo, like when we heard Sheik say what he said and Jay and them said about the contracts, they were young then.
Yeah.
It was like we were just saying Puffy did this or whatever. I heard Sheik say something recently that, man, Puff didn't do nothing to us, man. Yeah. We knew what was in those contracts. We just wanted to do what we wanted to do.
That's all, basically.
That's why like when they bash him.
When you double back around and somebody told you messed up and got your mind thinking, now you like, oh shit, we did get jerked. But when you got that on that check, when you signed that check and you knew you was getting that money the next day, you was up at 7:00 that morning, ready to go sign and get whatever you was gonna do. I was up bright and early. I think I was downtown by 9:00 in the morning. I had already came downtown.
And that's why I said, Mo, sometimes even me being a CEO of a company of an independent record label, some of the guys, like in the beginning, some of your contracts might not be so good in the beginning because you haven't sold no records yet. You did nothing. Exactly. I'm taking a chance on you.
Exactly. Yeah. That's how it used to go down, man. Like, hey, man.
You know, you renegotiate when stuff works. That's what you're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Especially back then, like, that's what it was.
Yeah. So how do you feel with the independent run right now?
I mean, it's pretty good. I've been doing independent stuff for a while, man. I go back and forth, Europe and places like that. I pretty much got like certain destinations and know how to move around how I move around. So you
But
know
if
I've been
somebody
lucky
came
on
to
that
the table
side.
for you
Mm-hmm.
with a big check, would you take it?
Depending on the circumstances, depending on what type of strings was tied with that check. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to take a big check and then you want to puppet me for the rest of my life either. I'm not going to do that, you know. But if somebody came with a big check, you know, and I got some people that I know now that can look over it to make sure it's in the beneficial and the well benefit of Sadat X, then hey, by all means. You
That's what I was saying. Because I
by
was
all
telling
means.
Mo asked me before, he said, independent or major.
Right.
And I told him, I said, independent's cool. I'm not saying it ain't, but you got to do so much work
Yeah.
to be independent.
Exactly.
And if major comes with a check, and like he said, if I get my people to check it out and it's good, I'd rather take this and do what I got to do and build from it.
Exactly. Now, if you sign independently and you're not a hustler and don't know how to move around, then it ain't gonna work for you. You sign independently, you got to be somebody that's willing to grind. You got to go to these certain spots, get the music to these DJs, and you got to consistently do that. Especially when you coming out, you might have to do that every night. You know, a lot of dudes ain't built like that. They don't want to go out every night, or don't want to make the moves, or they don't want to meet people, or when they do meet people, they don't know how to articulate to people. You understand? So that's a big part of being independent too, is knowing how to articulate, how to talk to these distributors and these radio people and stuff like that. So you know that was where the A&Rs was, and that part is gone now. You know, so you basically got to do that on your own. When you had A&Rs, they groomed you in certain aspects of things, and in the aspect of learning how to talk to people, of how to conduct interviews. You understand? The A&R wouldn't let you take a bunch of perks and go to the interview and fall all over the goddamn radio station. That was what the A&R didn't let you do. But that's what your man did. Your man let you come do that, and you fell all over there, and he laughed because he's semi-high. So you know what I'm saying? So that was like that.
And that's why I said, Mo, they're allowing these young guys to come in and act stupid and do all this. Like I said, there's no A&Rs no more.
Yeah.
So sometimes they sit there and let you do all that to yourself. And
that's why you can have a Bobby Smurder jump on top of a table in Epic with these people sitting around, and then you on stage dancing and singing like Man Tan. If I'd have been an A&R, I'd be like, nah, B, you want my man to perform? Come to this venue or this little intimate setting, and we'll do that. I'm not going to let you just call 30 people from the office and Sally from the coat room and the girl over here at the coffee machine, and y'all coming and I'm dancing on the table. I mean, shoot, 100 years ago, when somebody did that was on somebody's plantation with a banjo behind them.
Word.
Now, when somebody did that, now it just had a whole bunch of. It was technical now.
It was just dressed up. It was the same thing.
That's what I'm saying. If I would have been the A&R, that wouldn't have happened.
Shucking and driving. That's what that was.
Now, how you gonna have the black man jumping around on the table like that? This black man is not gonna do that. And then, well, I'll tell him, when you doing your interviews, cut out some of that crazy shit, man. You understand? You got people looking at you 30 years from now. Do you want your kids to see you incoherent like that? And I mean, granted, if you want to do that, that's on you, son. But to the majority of the world, it looks crazy. You can say fuck it, this and that, or whatever, this and that. Yeah, whatever. But no one understand that while you saying fuck it, 90% of the people is looking at you like, yo, this nigga's a coon. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's basically what it is. Now you got your 10%, your people, they're not gonna look at you like that, because if you got 90% of your people with you, about 70 to 80 of them is in your pocket. You understand? So they're gonna do what you, whatever you want to do. If you decide to tomorrow we all gonna wear suits, they're gonna all get some suits because they know that's where the money train is.
Right.
It is what it is, man. No doubt. Like I said, no disrespect to Bobby Smurder, because I love Bobby. And I was over there in Flatbush, and them boys wrecked a lot of problems over there in the 90s, boy. Woo-wee. Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, the drill music, man, is taking over up north, man.
Yeah, like it's crazy, man. It's like it's fucked up. And I'm gonna go on this note because I gotta take care of some stuff real quick.
Yeah.
But it's crazy that the mind state of these kids is like, you know, some of these places I look, especially like Chicago's on fire, like woo-wee, like the mind state of them to be like, yo, I'm gonna make this record and I'm gonna do this and do that. And you know what? Probably about 6 months, somebody might get the drop on me. You understand? Because I know the shit that I'm sending out there, this wave that I'm sending out, something gonna come back to me. But fuck it, I'ma just live every day until that day come. And when that day come, I'ma just be like, fuck it, y'all niggas got me. And you know, and one of them dudes did that. Like I forgot which one it was. They said when dudes ran up on him, he was like, fuck it, y'all niggas finally got me, huh? And then they smacked him. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just sad to see the mentality of it like that. Like, I'm gonna just make this music. I'm gonna say some old really off the wall sideways shit. And in about a year, 2 or 6 months, I'm gonna probably get the half of my head blown off. Word. But I'm gonna be, hey man, I lived for this time. You know, so it is what it is.
Listen, man, Sadat, we appreciate you, brother. All the ladies and gents that's tuned in right now, man, Unsung Heroes live on Mrecktv. Please go get the album, The Science of Life by Sadat.
Science of Life.
And before we go, Sadat, let them know you got that wine too.
Oh yeah, I got the wine. We getting ready to rebrand that. That's gonna be ready for the spring. Okay. And you know, you can follow me at Sadat_X_, Sadat_Dottie_. Put my name up there and holler at me. I do my own page. You need something, but features, a show, holler at me. Yo, Mrecktv, Unsung Heroes. You already know. My main man, Moeskieno, DJ Moeskieno, Superior. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. Your man Sadat_X. Peace.
Yes. Thank you, God.
No doubt. I'm going to holler at you, Skino.
All right, peace.
Y'all be safe.
All right, brother.
Mrecktv.